Welcome everyone to Reign of Chaos Wrestling. And this is the second episode as we continue to find ourselves potential challengers for the titles that are currently vacated. And we are starting the evening off with cruiserweight action between Ace Austin and Lio Rush. Obviously two guys with a lot of talent, and I would not be surprised if any of between either of these guys if they come out with the victory here tonight. Ace Austin, a former X Division champion over in Impact, and Lio Rush, a NXT Cruiserweight champion. And this is our first match of the evening for the Heavyweight Championship Tournament. So let's get it started. Out first is Ace Austin. A real blue chipper. Ace Austin has a lot of potential.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 175 pounds.
For this young man, his career can only go up, and I believe that is what's going to happen here tonight. And later on tonight, we will see the next match in the next round rather of the tag team tournament. We will see the Authors of Pain versus The Bar. And then the other side of the Women's Championship bracket, Mandy Rose, Mickie James, and Jordynne Grace. The winner of that match will face Sasha Banks. And then our main event, it's going to be a doozy. It's going to be Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton. And we know what Randy Orton is capable of.
And his opponent,
but right here first is Lio Rush.
weighing in at 160 pounds, Lio Rush.
He likes to call himself a man of the hour, but he will certainly do so if he can knock off Ace Austin here tonight. A 24-year-old piece of gold as he makes his way to the ring. Lio Rush is looking to make an impact, pun intended, in his debut here in RCW. Of course, both these guys making their official in-ring debut. And here we go, kicking off our second week of action. Lio Rush and Ace Austin. American Rana there by Austin. And a stiff kick to the back from Ace, again working on Lio Rush quickly. Rush with a running drop kick. Beautifully done. These two guys have a lot of experience, but only one of them is going to be able to come out on top in this match. With all respect to Lio, interesting pinning combination there from Ace Austin. If I had to predict who would win this match, I'd have to go with Ace Austin. With all due respect to Lio Rush and what he's accomplished in his young career, I think Ace Austin has just that little bit more advantage to gain than Lio Rush. I mean, both these guys are former champions in their own right across separate promotions, but I don't know, I think Ace Austin has this in the bag if I was a betting man. Standing Spanish fly there from Lio Rush. And another Hurricane Rana taking down Ace Austin. And these two guys just know each other like the palm of their hand, as it seems. There's a brain buster there from Lio Rush. Rush with a right hand chop right across the face of Ace Austin. And dumped up in the corner. Lio in the corner again. Splash coming up empty, but Ace with a running chop block, it looked like. But not to the legs. As Ace shoots the half into the cover. And almost not even a 1 count from the referee. Off the ropes goes Rush. Austin with the spinning back kick, missing completely. And now Lio back into the corner for Ace and a running dropkick to almost into the kidneys of Ace Austin. As now Lio is in the corner and ready to strike, looking to put this match away here with the enziguri out of the corner. Beautifully executed into the cover now. And only a 2 count from Ace Austin. As Leo's looking to put this match away here against Ace Austin. Working the arm, but Ace with a gut punch. And another one, and he might not make it a 3. Takedown from Lio. Of course, we all know what Ace's finisher is into the fold, but he's got to be primed and ready for. He's got a lot of ground to cover for that finishing maneuver, and Lio, he can go to the top rope with the frog splash or the rolling unprettier, but let's see where Leo's going first. He's going up to the top turnbuckle. This may be enough to put the match away. There's the frog splash from Lio Rush into the cover. And that's going to be enough to send Lio Rush into the next round for the Heavyweight Championship Tournament. So now Lio Rush will face Dolph Ziggler in the next round. As Ace Austin immediately qualifies for the Twitch Championship. And as you see the replays, there's a running, rolling enziguri right across the temple of Ace Austin. So that was not going to be enough to put him away. And there's the finishing blow right there, the frog splash, beautifully done. Would make RVD a very jealous man.
Here is your winner, Lio Rush.
Again, Lio Rush advancing to the second round of the World Championship Tournament. As we now get some more action up next. Next is for the tag team titles. Next round, I should say. And of course, this next match is the Authors of Pain versus the Bar. And the only reason that the Bar have been exempt from competing in the first round is because they were under individual circumstances. They both competed in RCW, but again as singles competitors, so they were immediately exempt. And the Authors of Pain defeated
at a combined weight of 620 pounds.
Run a blank here. Authors of Pain defeated Heavy Machinery in a rather one-sided contest to get to this point. And of course, after the women's triple threat match, we'll see the other side of the tag team title tournament, where it will be the Street Profits. Again, questionable tactics by them to be counted out, but they'll be facing the Ascension. Of course, the Ascension was a part of the original iteration of RCW, so they were immediately exempt from competing in the first round. As AOP will be facing, I believe, their toughest challenge to date, and that is the Bar. Sheamus and Cesaro. Cesaro. Let's take a look back in the record book here. Cesaro is a former Twitch TV champion, so he's been champion in the past. Will it be enough to get to the tag team titles? Sheamus having a rivalry with AJ Styles. AJ Styles in the original iteration of RCW. Again, Cesaro, former Twitch TV champion, and I believe he may have been tasting possibly for the World Championship earlier on, but he did not ever really achieve it, but he did come close. Cesaro defeated Kevin Owens. Cesaro was a two-time Twitch champion, as he defeated Samoa Joe. And then he would later on in what was the series finale, he did defeat Kevin Owens, become a two-time Twitch champion, but this time around he is in the tag team division with Sheamus, as this match is officially underway. AOP again coming out of the corner hot. And why wouldn't you, with the momentum that you got last week? Again, just dominating Heavy Machinery. And a running uppercut from Cesaro. And now just a deadlift. A gut-wrench suplex from Cesaro. Cesaro is one freakishly strong gentleman. Military press and a European uppercut just for added measure. I believe we're going to be here for a while as these two teams battle it out as Sheamus comes in off the tag. Sheamus sending Akam almost to his own corner. Now Akam makes the tag to Razor. Chopped from Sheamus. Into the corner. Coming up empty. And oh my God, it's like hitting a brick wall. Sheamus just knocked off on his feet by a power slam. And we can say all the strength about Cesaro, but Sheamus is also a force to be reckoned with in the ring. He's taking it to Razor right now. Razor with a clothesline. Knocking down Sheamus. A running STO, or maybe not even a run, obviously not a running STO, standing STO, as he makes a tag back into Akam. And a back body drop from Sheamus. Laying out Akam, and again, Sheamus just throwing Akam across the ring. He's got to be at least 300 pounds. Maybe 300 is a little much. I got to give him some credit. Not Yokozuna type level that we're looking at here, but now Akam with strength of his own. Just grabbing Sheamus by the collarbone and throwing him across the ring. And there's a shoulder tackle by Sheamus as he tags back into Cesaro. And Cesaro was looking to pick the leg, and Akam back on the attack on Cesaro. Looking to drag him into his own corner. Snapmare takedown. And a stiff kick to the back, and Cesaro is having none of it. Back body drop by Akam. This is similar as a dominant performance as we saw last round between Heavy Machinery and AOP, but again, they're facing two guys who have stepped into this ring before, and my goodness, is it a whole nother ball game. There's a nip up from Cesaro into the running clothesline. Another deadlift suplex from Cesaro. And Cesaro military press, looking for that uppercut again, but no. Akam sliding out the back door. Didn't rake the eyes. As he makes the tag to Razor. With a double power bomb to Cesaro. I thought they may have been looking for the final chapter, but not yet. Against the bar. And now Cesaro smartly makes a tag to Sheamus after that double power bomb. Now Razor going to work on Sheamus into the corner, looking for something big, but elbow out of Sheamus. Out of the corner from Sheamus. And now Sheamus, oh my god, a fall away slam. Now Razor. Sheamus tied up into the corner and dumped over onto the outside of the ring. And now Sheamus makes another tag. This is great chemistry between these two guys. Tagging in and out. Cesaro with a running European uppercut, and Cesaro is starting to feel it here. Cesaro working the head of Razor. And back into his own corner. They've been looking for the finish, but Razor knocking Sheamus off. So now Cesaro's all by himself against AOP. Not a great idea there, but it can't be helped. If Sheamus is knocked off the apron. Now Razor looking for the clothesline, coming up empty. Cesaro. And again, these two bulls just not letting up on one another. There's a running clothesline from Razor. Again, just throwing Cesaro across the ring, and Razor maybe looking to put this matchup away here. As we saw against Heavy Machinery, there's a gut-wrench powerbomb, jackknife cover. And Sheamus just breaking it up. As now Akam takes out Sheamus. Now Cesaro again just taking on AOP by himself, German suplex. Razor looking to make the tag to Akam. And I believe Cesaro is now pissed off with another European uppercut, making the tag back to Sheamus. This is a great matchup between these two teams. But only one of them can make it to the finals. to face either the Street Profits or the Ascension for the tag team titles. I believe Sheamus had a clover leaf locked in on Razor. And there's the Irish Curse backbreaker trio to Razor. And Razor needs to make a tag to Akam, and badly, in order to continue in this match. Into the cover. And Akam doesn't seem that concerned about he's going to kick out, and he does. I always just find that extremely interesting, that you have to believe in your own partner, that they're going to kick out of a maneuver that you would hope, again, that you would hope that they would kick out, but you can't always, you got to have that firm trust between your partner. And right, Akam coming off the tag. Single-handed slam there from Akam. Now Akam is all by himself, as we saw earlier with Cesaro. Into the corner. The Bar may have been looking to put this match away, so yet. Again, Sheamus is taking control of the head, and he's back into his own corner, but Razor is still continuing to fight. Great attitude mentality from Razor, the running splash. The Sheamus as Razor still on the outside. And Razor looking for a powerbomb of his own. Laying out Sheamus into the cover. And I believe Cesaro's in the ring, and he barely, I believe Sheamus kicked out. Cesaro didn't connect with the breakup. Now Akam sending Sheamus across the ring. And Akam, it's wise for Akam to stay in the ring, at least for the moment, because he's the fresher man between AOP. Now what we see here, a neck breaker, a power bomb. Sit out power bomb to Sheamus. Beautifully done. Tag team maneuver between the Authors of Pain, and Sheamus is in a world of pain. There's the running clothesline from Razor. In the cover on Sheamus, and Cesaro is barely breaking it up this time. And now Razor just wants to get rid of Cesaro. What a match between these two. Are putting another gut-wrench powerbomb, jackknife cover. And I believe it's going to seal the deal for the Authors of Pain, but Cesaro, again, barely breaking it up. And here comes Akam. Continuing to work on Sheamus. What a match between these two teams. I can't say it enough. This is amazing. Because they know in their future, you could see the welts developing on Sheamus's chest. My goodness. These two teams know that they are one step away from tag team titles. Now Sheamus, the Irish Curse trio backbreakers to Akam. Now Sheamus again just throwing Akam across the ring. I believe Sheamus, it would be a good idea for Sheamus to make the tag to Cesaro. Sheamus has been in there for quite some time, as now both teams are looking to make the tag, but Razor's off a little bit. Little doozy running dropkick from Cesaro, taking down Akam. Exploding suplex, bridge into the cover on Akam. And a kick out from Akam. I believe at some point we may see Cesaro go for the swing. Oh boy, the deadlift trio of suplexes from Cesaro. We've seen him end matches in the past before with this maneuver. The freakish strength of the Swiss cyborg Cesaro is unbelievable. Face buster there from Cesaro, running European uppercut, missing. Big boot from Akam. As I believe this match is coming to a close shortly, as either one of these teams can knock out the final blow. Oh, Cesaro looking for the sharpshooter. Cesaro with the sharpshooter locked in, but I believe Akam was right there to break it up. And now it's saving into his own corner. Is it going to be enough for the bar to win it? It is. The bar against all odds. I mean, I wouldn't say that to their face. I'm safe here in the commentary booth, but against all odds, the bar have picked up the win against AOP. Wow. What a matchup between these two teams. And then we'll find out later on tonight who the bar will face. It's either the Street Profits or the Ascension in our co-main event. So folks, it would be without saying that the titles will be decided in our next pay-per-view. As we will announce later on tonight, but again, we're going to get ourselves some women's action here. Is Mandy Rose will take on Mickie James and Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace, a former Impact Knockouts champion. Mickie James, I don't even need to list off her resume, just her name alone, you know that she's a legend in the wrestling industry. But Mandy Rose has got to prove herself so far in this industry. Mandy Rose more or less comfortable being a single or a tag team with Sonya Deville. She's going to be on her own here.
Making her way to the ring from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose.
I believe Mandy Rose has a lot of potential in her young career. She's looking to make a name for herself. And of course, she will be facing Sasha Banks. Well, if she wins this match, she will be facing Sasha Banks, and then the winner of that match will be fighting for the RCW Women's Championship. But on the other side of the bracket is going to be Nikki Bella and Paige putting on one hell of a performance last week. As Mickie James is set to make her RCW debut.
And her opponent, first from Richmond, Virginia.
Again, these first few weeks are crucial as all the members of the roster making their debuts. And of course, it's all championship opportunities or future possible championship opportunities. Again, I don't need to list off the accolades of Mickie James, multiple time women's champion, Divas champion, knockout women's champion, bona fide Hall of Famer. But what this would do for her career if she was to become RCW women's champion. As we get ready for who I believe is the biggest wild card in this triple threat match, it is Jordynne Grace. She defeated Taya Valkyrie to become Knockouts Women's Champion. The Impact Knockouts Champion, I should say. Proper title. Thick Mama Pump, as she likes to be known in the locker room. No doubt about it, I believe Jordynne Grace will be a future champion here in RCW. There's no doubt about it. And she can easily do that if she can win this triple threat match and then defeat Sasha Banks. Again, Nikki Bella and Sasha Banks are former RCW Women's Champions. Nikki Bella is the only woman to be a 3-time RCW Women's Champion, so the odds are in her favor, but Sasha Banks defeated Nikki at RCW Hell on Earth 3 years ago inside a Hell in a Cell match with Charlotte to become the champion. This match is underway here. Running attack there from Jordynne Grace, and this match is all Jordynne Grace. There's a belly-to-belly suplex. My goodness. As I think Mickey and Mandy realized the slight threat that Jordynne posed as they were looking to work together. As a swing neckbreaker from Mickie James, and Jordynne Grace immediately back on her feet. What a matchup these two would make. Mickie James and Jordynne Grace. As Mandy Rose looks to play spoiler between that dream match. And then Mickie James going to work on Mandy Rose off the top rope. Mickie James leapfrog. And a spinning back elbow. And I believe that the same can be said for Mickie James, as we have said earlier on with AJ Styles, that, I mean, AJ came out of retirement after his run in GAW. That it means a lot to him that RCW did reboot, and he wants to become champion again, or for the first time rather. He wants to become champion. And it would be a cap of the feather of his career to be another promotion that he has dominated. And I think the same can be said for Mickie James, as Jordan's just walking laps, delivering backbreakers to Mandy Rose. And Mickie James with a face buster. Now Grace taking down Mickey. And again, just off the ropes, Jordynne Grace. The strength and power of Grace is equally as strong as, I would say, as Cesaro. And there's a leg sweep from Mandy Rose. Now Mandy's going to work on Jordynne. Now Jordynne Grace standing suplex in the driver. My goodness. I do not believe that was the Grace driver. Is now Mickey looking to break it up and keep this triple threat match alive. And there's a running clothesline from Mickey. And now Jordynne Grace, I believe, with an exploding suplex and then a nip up of her own. My goodness. Now Jordynne possibly looking for the Grace driver with Mickey sliding out the back. And another neck breaker from Mickie James, as Mandy Rose was looking to, or she was posing and showing no respect to her opponents. Now Mandy with a side headlock onto Mickie James. Mickey fighting out of it. Of course, who can't forget the rivalry between Mickie James and Trish Stratus, which put Mickey on the map. And there's a running knee from Mandy Rose. But Mandy's not done yet. Looks like a double leg takedown. Luthez press and kick. Jordynne with just a stiff kick to the face of Mickey James and Jordan looking for a spear, it looks like. No, a running kick from Jordan Grace into the cover. And Mickey getting the kick out. Now Jordan may be looking to put this match away. I did not expect that from Jordan Grace whatsoever. But nonetheless, there's a Grace driver. As Jordan had to eliminate Mandy Rose out of the equation after hitting the driver. And Jordan Grace will face Sasha Banks in the next round. My goodness, the power on display from Jordan Grace. I mean, we can't all be too surprised from that, but my God. The speed and the way that she was able to deliver the Grace driver and then quickly realized that Mandy Rose got back onto her feet. And there's a running drop kick from, similar to Drew McIntyre's Claymore kick. And there's the finishing touch there, the Grace driver, but again, she recognized the pose that Rose threat. And into the cover, 1, 2, 3, and that was going to seal the deal for Jordan Grace.
Here is your winner, Jordan Grace.
And we could be looking at our future RCW Women's Champion, but again, Jordan has to get past Sasha Banks in order to get to the title. And then after that, it's either going to be Nikki Bella or Paige. Jordan Grace making a move towards the title. As again, we move on to the finals. The other semifinal match for our tag team title is going to be the Ascension versus the Profits. And of course, it's a very questionable. We can't really question out the accolades and accomplishments of the Street Profits, but the way that they got here was by a count-out victory over Primo and Epico, which of course doesn't really sit well with anybody, but it got them the win nonetheless. But now they got to face the Ascension, who are RCW veterans. Profits one step away from tag team titles, and of course whoever wins this match will face the Bar, as we saw earlier on tonight. The Bar defeating the Authors of Pain to get to the finals of the RCW tag team titles. Profits are feeling high and mighty, but they may only be a matter of time before they face the Ascension here in just moments, as the Ascension might be able to put a stop to their fun.
At combined weight of 487 pounds, Connor and Victor, the Ascension.
Of course, it goes without saying that the Ascension were more or less screwed over in WWE while they were dominant as all get out in NXT. And I'll be honest again that the Ascension didn't accumulate to a lot in their first run in RCW, but getting an immediate buy puts them in a great position, as it was already shown by the Bar that they could walk out of here into the finals for the tag team titles. As it is Montez and Connor starting things off. Montez with a headlock. Probably just even poking fun at the Ascension, knowing that they're not a serious, thinking they're not a serious threat to them. But I would not ever count out the Ascension personally, but again, that's just me. Montez looking for a clubbing overhand right in a sidewalk slam from Connor. Now Connor going to work on Montez forward here. Into the corner. He's got him in a power slam position. I was looking for a follow-away slam, but Montez landing on his feet. Montez looking to bring Connor back to the Prophet's corner. And a series of elbows. Shutting that down in a quick, and there's a slam from Connor. And a double axe hand slam from Connor. Now Connor sending Montez into his own corner, or the Ascension corner. These two looking for something big here, a double shoulder tackle. As Victor's in control for the moment, in comes Angelo Dawkins off the tag. And Victor looking to shut him down quick. As Angelo Dawkins fighting back here against Victor. Running clothesline coming up these. Angelo Dawkins, as Angelo lands on the middle rope. And the elevated knee smash off the ropes from Victor. Now into the Ascension's corner. And a gut kick. And a power slam position, looking to go snake eyes. Rolling the dice and hits the snake eyes on the top turnbuckle. As Angelo hits with the lariat to Connor. And again, this is our co-main event. Our main event coming up next is the next round for the World Championship Tournament. It's going to be, well, there's going to be a fight on our hands. It's going to be Wade Barrett and Randy Orton. And there's a splash into another lariat from the Prophets. And of course, we can't forget the match from the Autumn Rumble years ago between Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton. That was a hell of a match in the Autumn Rumble kickoff that didn't seem like it was ever going to end. There's a monkey foot from Montez Ford. If you haven't had a chance already to check that match out, be sure to go onto YouTube. Go to youtube.com/Tubasplat and you will find under the RCW playlist the Autumn Rumble kickoff, and you will know what I mean. That match was absolutely off the charts. But Ziggler kicked out of, I believe, 3, and it took 4 RKOs to put Ziggler away. And that was to put the final fourth competitor for the Twitch TV Championship inaugural match. But that's all history as we get back to the present, as Victor is in control of Montez. Now up on the shoulders of Victor. Now this match, I would have to guess, has been all the Ascension in control of this match, and I mean, why would you not? They got a fire under their belly to make good. On a failed first run. Knowing that this is a second chance to put your name in the history books. Off the tag is Angelo Dawkins. There's a standing splash onto Victor. Off the ropes goes Victor, and there's a running uppercut from Dawkins as Victor makes the tag to Connor. Both of our tag team matches here tonight are absolutely off the charts. Double leg takedown from Angelo Dawkins. And then there's the gator roll to Victor. Or excuse me, Connor. Dawkins with a right hand. Connor looking for a rear splash, but again, double leg gut buster there from Angelo Dawkins. Now Dawkins putting Connor in his own corner. And we're looking for the finishers to cash out from the Profits. And obviously Dawkins playing Peacekeeper, and the Profits are going to face the bar for the RCW Tag Team Championships. Now this is obviously a clean win for the Profits after their first questionable count-out victory last week against the Colognes, but there's no doubt about it, the Profits are meaning business. They want the RCW Tag Team titles. There's the cash out from the Profits.
Here are your winners.
And that's going to wrap it up for the Ascension for now. As the Profits look to make history. Fight for the RCW Tag Team titles and fight the bar. And again, this is our main event for the evening. Wade Barrett and Randy Orton. Orton. Again, list of accolades 10 miles long. Between being a multiple-time world champion in WWE, tag team champion, Royal Rumble winner, and Wade Barrett, multiple-time Intercontinental champion.
Making his way to the ring from Manchester, England, weighing in at 271 pounds, Wade Barrett. from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Pardon the interruption, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Randy Orton is in control with Wade Barrett. And the swing neck breaker from Barrett. Now Barrett in control of Randy Orton here. Randy Orton never became champion in his first run here in RCW, but looking obviously to change the course of that with a win here over Wade Barrett, and neither one of these guys is going to be qualifying for the Twitch TV Championship. Immediately after the result, Luthez press from Wade Barrett, and that's typically a maneuver that Orton uses. Off the ropes goes Orton. And side headlock from Orton. And float over suplex to Wade Barrett. He was delivering a knee right to the center of the back of Wade Barrett. He's got him up, fireman's carry position. Again, just dumping Wade Barrett over the top rope, and now Randy looking to go to work, chop the big man down, working the knee of Wade Barrett. Barrett with a dragon screw takedown of his own. Now Barrett for a pump handle backbreaker. Looking for the pump handle slam, but a backbreaker instead. And now this match goes to the outside. You gotta be careful of the referees count, but they quickly get back inside because they know that the only way that they can win is a really big boot from Wade Barrett. Barrett looking for look like a belly to belly, but Orton has got him lined up for the DDT off the middle rope. Now Randy Orton might be looking to put this match away here As Wade Barrett into the cover off the DDT, and Barrett with a kick out. Now Randy Orton starting to feel it. We're going to put this match away here against Wade Barrett with an RKO. Into the cover. And Wade Barrett surviving the RKO. And of course, Barrett's got a knockout blow of his own, the bullhammer elbow. And the Windsor chain side slam from Wade Barrett. Now Barrett with the bullhammer elbow. And Orton maybe out into the cover. And that's going to be it. Wade Barrett advances further on into the next round for the World Championship. As Orton, just like before, Orton has to deal with being in the Twitch TV Championship division. And here's the RKO from Randy, where Barrett survives the RKO. There's the Windsor chain slam from Wade Barrett, not putting Orton away yet. And there's the bullhammer elbow from Wade Barrett. That's going to be enough to put Randy Orton away in our second episode of RCW Strike Zone.
Here is your winner, Wade Barrett.
We thank you everybody so much for watching. If you are watching on Twitch, or even if you're watching on YouTube later on, of course all of our episodes are free on demand on youtube.com/Tubasplat, where you can find the playlist for RCW. We thank you everybody so much for watching, and we will see you right back here next week on the Strike Zone.